Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday evening, and yes, another Duckhook show. We're back on live for the first show of June, and we're excited to go. We're excited to speak about Centurion, which happened the previous Sunday on Sunday League One, and then we look forward to the much-anticipated team clash coming up this Sunday at Benoni Country Club. 36 holes for the boys to enjoy, a team competition. Yes, and there's always more, and there's a big crowd to talk to us today, and there's lots of Oaks we're hoping that's going to be on the chat line that will join us for today's hour-long Duckhook golf conversation. So let's get everybody straight on. Here we are. We have Frikkie, the sidekick next to me. We've got our Centurion winner, Kyle. How are you doing?
Good and you? Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome, and congratulations. First of all, how are you feeling?
Thank you. Yeah, good. Just a little disappointed I didn't get a trophy.
Well, you got a very special trophy. A very special trophy. I'm sure Wayne is watching. He owes you 2 trophies. Then we got our captains of the team clash. Captain of the Josie team, Francois Scholes. Hello, Captain. How are you?
Goeienaand almal.
Good to have you back on. You were on the other day. Now you're back.
Yes, yeah. I'm very privileged to be twice in almost 1 month.
Sure. Look at you. And then Bobby, it's always nice to have you on.
Yay!
You've got lots to say, and the guys enjoy watching what you have to say.
No, I'm going to behave tonight. Don't worry.
Oh. Frikkie, I don't want to leave you out. So how you been?
Busy. Lots of planning and conversations that we had this couple of days. So, but strong as an ox. So yeah, lekker. You?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm in action. That's all I can say. If a lot of you didn't know, we were talking about golf yesterday morning, and the lesson that I had with Tandy McCullum before hours, she's like, no, we have our team clash next week. We've got to get you right. I was fantastic on the driving range, and then we played the Wanderers today, and I was not so fantastic. I had my moments, but it's a work in progress, basically. Weight thing. So we'll see how it goes. So let's get straight into it.
Is that the one where Leon Tata was with you?
He will be playing against us, yes, next week.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll remind you of it.
Okay.
Don't you worry. I'll remind you of it.
Yes.
First of all, it's always good to show June. Oh, that's not June, but that's coming up.
Yeah.
What happened to June? Okay. Well, we have it. June's draw. At the end of the month, we'll do a draw for 2 players who will join Frikkie and myself for an evening of top track golf simulation at the Swartkops Country Club. So if you want to know how that works, you're basically hitting it into the driving range, and then there's a course on the right hand side, and the ball lands on the course. So we go play a course, have a pizza, and enjoy it. So 2 guys will be drawn for the June. Okay, now where is?
I've played that Saturday, by the way.
And how is it? Tell us.
That's lekker. It's actually quite lekker. We set up at the left-hand side. There was like nice couches. So we ordered a table full of brandy, got some pizzas, and it's the only thing that's tricky is if you hit the ball straight, you must make a marker because if it's short chips, you see the 50-meter board on the right-hand side. You chip to the right-hand side, then your ball goes literally twice right. So you
Oh,
must always hit straight. So
you always got
that's
to hit
the only tip
straight.
I can give you.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Of
But it
course.
picks up. It's very, very accurate. So a lot of fun. I enjoyed
Cool.
it.
What course did you play?
They only got like 6 or 7 courses. I choose one with trees. I can't say what it was.
Okay, lekker.
Let me go to the chat line. Mark is watching. Hi, Duckhook golfers. Ian says, how's it, Ducks? Martin, Nant Amal, or Ducks. Graham de Villiers, good evening, gents. Nice to have you back in a tournament and playing very well. Peter's hello. Yaku Jacobs is there. Hansi is there. And Yaku says, go Team Pretoria. I'm sure you do. Jandon, good evening, legends. Eddie, good evening, golfing ducks, and then Brandon's there, Nico's there, and Martin's there, and so on, so on, and so on. Right, I was going to show you the calendar for June. Here we go. Boom. Sunday League One complete. Yay. So we got 3 more to go, or if you qualify for the Open at the end of the month, we have 4 more to go. So coming up is a team clash at Benoni Country Club this Sunday. Then Thursday League is straight up the next week on the 13th at Blue Valley, and then a bit of a gap, and then we had Killarney, and then the following week, Sunday, is the Open. So lots of qualifying to do. Francois was in it. Kyle, automatic qualifier, yay, into another major, Kyle. And Bobby.
There's my discount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flicky said it.
Yeah. You've
Yeah.
got a couple of discount credits you can use it, eh?
Correct. You got 600 credits right there for your win. I wanted to share some news with you before we move on to Centurion. I found this very fascinating, and thank you, Brian Owen, for sending this to me. Much appreciated. Nicholas used the same 3-wood from 1958 to 1995, a 37-year span, which includes each of his amateur championships and all of his 18 victories in the majors as a pro. He only had it regripped once, even though he had his other clubs regripped regularly. How is that? Same club for so long, 37 years.
I can tell you how.
How?
If it works, it
He
works.
doesn't tell you what he used it for.
Yeah, well, we're assuming he used it for golf, yes. That's crazy. That club is older than some of us. Francois, that club was older than you. He played with.
Yes, yeah.
I found it amazing.
That's crazy, man. I'm trying to work it out in my mind how long that club is used, but that's amazing for a guy to use one club for so long and obviously still compete.
Yeah.
1995.
How many balls did that thing hit in its lifespan? Plenty.
That's crazy.
News 2. I want answer out of each of you, and if you want on the chat line, you can join us. What is the best feeling in golf? And you can add to this: hitting a pure fairway wood off the deck, bombing your first drive of the day, cracking open a cold beer at the turn, that'll be for Bobby, and sinking a putt on a perfect read. Right? So let's go around the screens. Frikkie, you go first. What would be your favorite?
Yeah, I must be honest, bombing the first drive of the day, I only hit about 220 meters. So if I get 221 meters, I'm happy. Eh?
Carl, what about you?
Putting.
Sinking a putt on a perfect read.
Yeah. Especially when you get nicknamed from Leon, the 3-putt king.
Well, he's not wrong. Francois, how about you?
I would also say the drive, because usually on the first tee, my first drive, it's always it's just over the ladies' tee or it's completely left. So I would say I'll take the drive for the first hole.
I think I would also in that category. Graham says, bomb that drive when I know it will be a good day. That is also true. Is there anything else you want to add to? Flushing a long iron, flushing a bunker shots, anything like that?
I just want to correct one of those ones. I like to crack one on the tee box. Waiting for the turn is a bit gay. So
Okay. Get straight into it.
Yeah.
I think if you peer any shot, from a driver or from a iron, doesn't matter if it goes left or right. For instance, if you can peer that shot, there's good things going for that specific day. That.
I've got one, Fricky. You know, we got a par five and you got a fairly good drive. And that second shot that you go for the green, like a three wood, Jack Nicklaus's three wood,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
flush that thing and it just goes straight and you hold
yeah,
that pose.
yeah.
That's it.
Correct. That pose is the
Mm.
thing.
Yeah.
There was
Then you
another
know.
news that I saw, which I didn't have time to put in because I saw it just before we came on, is that Adam Scott is missing his first major in like 91 starts of majors. Did
Yeah,
not qualify for the US Open. How's that?
yeah. That's crazy, Maz. It's like Maz missing the Open this year.
Maz could very well miss the Open this year. He's going to have to play some
Mass got
decent golf
arrested.
and wait for a lot of people to not make it. But being a Sunday in Iboti, I'm sure it will be tight. But we'll see how it all goes. Right, let's get to Centurion, unless anybody else wants to throw in anything before we get going. No. Okay.
Happy.
Right, so this is how it all ended at Centurion. After this, I'll come back and ask you how the day and the weather and the Chias was. Carl, there you are, 39 points, taking it at over Jacques in a countback on 39 points. Jacques come so close so many times, so maybe next time round, maybe Blue Valley, he can pick up a victory. Graham de Villiers, first round back as I mentioned, shooting a nice little 38 points. Another good finish from Jason Ivins, tied with Mark on 37. And Ian Holshausen, another top 10 and another 100 ranking points as he goes in pursuit of the halfway Strixon Player of the Season and ultimately the Player of the Year. Martin Tauter, another top 10. Shannon Schaefer. Stefan, another top 10. He was top 10, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at Royal. And Yakumin, nice to see Yakumin in a top 10 finish. Very nice. So, what do we have to say, gents? Who wants to start on what the day was like? I heard it was a bit rainy. And after the rain came at Centurion, the cold came. It all came at the same time. So, take us through it.
Yeah, Mazza, we had 4 seasons obviously on the day, but started out great. Rain was for probably about 4 or 5 holes, but yeah, I think still a great day. Course was looking great, and leave some commentary to the other guys.
What you guys think? Carl, what did you think of the day? You said it suited you, the rain.
No, well, I mean, I've never played in the rain before, so it was a new experience. I quite enjoyed it. But that drizzle for 4-5 holes was quite annoying after a while. But it's great experience. Never played at Centurion Country Club in my ever. Always wanted to. So, yeah, to get the 4 seasons in a good condition course, I enjoyed it. It was great.
I'm sure many
To
people
win
who just
would be
heard that.
feeling better.
Many people who just heard that comment from Carl. I've never played rain in my life ever. How long have you been playing golf, guy?
1 year.
On and off. No, on and off for long, but like for 1 year, yeah, proper. But
Never rained?
Golf on and off. No.
Wow.
That jacket makes the earphones scratch.
Correct. Your earphones are scratching on your
Sorry.
jacket.
All right. Putting it down.
But I can't
Take it off,
actually
take it
believe
off,
that. I thought Duckhook had a lot of luck with avoiding rain and rain outs. For you never to have played with rain, I think you need to be playing every time. Well, now that your duck is broken with the rain thing, maybe it doesn't matter.
And in the winter.
And in the winter. Bobby, did you play?
Yeah.
I did. It was wet. It was wild. It was fun.
I'm talking about the golf now.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, not Jesus.
No, yes. I laughed so much at Clint. We played par 3. So I duffed the par 3. I went in the rain, put the ball down. I'm like, I didn't have a tee. So I'm like, just going to hit off the deck. In my downswing, I just hit the divot this big, right? The ball went into that big, long, stupid bunker. Sand bunker. I hit, I think, a gap wedge out of there, put to the pin about this much. I stood up, walk with Clint. Clint's like, he stands like this. He's like, no, I can't play in the rain. I have to go. So he took his card and he went. There he went. Yeah. So
he wasn't the only one to leave early.
Is it?
Wow.
It was only 2-3 holes, man. It wasn't too much.
Come on, that's what it's all about. That's what the test is about. France, when you had a
It's
singles game,
millennials,
what happened
man.
there?
It's millennials.
Exactly. France, with your singles game, what happened there?
Yeah, well, I'm very lucky to have won because on a stage I was like 4 down, I think with like 7 or 6 or 7 or 8 holes to play. I thought to myself, okay, that's gone with. So I just played, and as soon as the rain stopped, I don't know what happened, but suddenly my game came back, and yeah, I won one up through the 18th hole. So no, I'm very glad about that one. The greens was very fast at Centurion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bunkers, if you're not in the middle of the bunker, yeah, you don't have any sand. You basically have concrete underneath. So, yeah, that I've experienced also. So, yeah, but no, Centurion was a very nice course for the day. And, yeah, the rain, yeah, I actually enjoyed the rain. It pulled me off a little bit. So, yeah.
Mm. Martin says it was his PB at Centurion. What's your PB, Martin? Let us know. And then Gerard said it was his crack.
99.
I'm sure it's better than that. Carl, I'm going to put your scorecard up. Just run through it quickly. You started on which 9? The front 9.
Front 9, yeah.
Nice. So 19
Yeah,
points
see
up
the
front. Give us some
par.
of your highlights.
Yeah, getting 3 pars in a row. I guess that's one of the highlights.
So
And
6,
then
7,
I
and
think it
8.
was
And you
the
a nice little 4-pointer, so
yeah.
you double stroke here as well.
I see a snowman.
Yeah, thanks to yeah, no, Ryan up my handicap, so it played in my favour. So I got a couple of holes double stroke there. I think also a highlight was, which shocked me, was the 15th
Right.
off the tee. You know, that's that long par 5 off the tee. Then it's the bunker that you play, rolled out of the bunker, then short layup onto the green, and then 2 putts. So that was a bit of a shock, but yeah, knowing hole was number 2 at stroke 1.
That's a nice 8.
Yeah, it just wasn't. Yeah, that was just going all over the place. But I think the other 2 zips over there that I got there on the 9th and the 12th, I would say that was just stupid golf, not strategic golf. And then I guess the rest I try to avoid as many double strokes as possible.
From what I can see, your double strokes, you made pars twice. So that helps.
That's points.
Even on the
Yeah,
3
yeah,
times. 3
that's
times
it.
you made par on your double strokes. Just taking advantage.
Yeah, 100% playing advantage there, and I think yeah, I just had fun overall. I think after what's the part the 6, 7, 8, I think it was. Let's pull that back up. Looked at the scorecard and I was like, wow, I think I was -3 already then, leading. I was a bit shocked. Didn't let that get to my head, and I just carried on playing and come to the last hole. I was like, I need to make a bogey, par, yeah, and I did. But I did fall into Leon's trap on the 9th, that short par 4, where he's like, no, go for it over the water. Bring out the hybrid into the water. Next shot, skipped it along the water. We all thought it ran onto the other side, get to the other side, and the ducks were laughing at me. So called it a day.
Called it a day. Again. That hole. Brandon says he hates playing in the rain. Martin, only 86, never had luck at Centurion. Lost 7 and 6 against Ryan there with our first game and second last team game. I think it was my first sub 90 there. That's a mouthful or a writing full. So if I didn't make sense, just read it at the bottom. Okay. So we've got Carl's breakdown. Before we move on, when did you realize you had won, and were you nervous, and what was the situation? Were you like, I've got it, I don't got it?
I swear I didn't actually know until the last hole when I putted it in, and then I looked at the scorecard. I think it was -1. Then I putted again, or -2, and then putted it, got it par, and I was like, oh, -3. Tied, great. Spoke to Ryan. And we great. We won. More points.
Nice. I see. Yeah.
So Sound like he's rapping.
We didn't. It sounds like it's raining, and we didn't catch the last piece. He's now talking in Khoisan, so we're going to show the some of the interviews
Thank you.
afterwards,
Bye.
and maybe it comes right.
Carl, yeah, Centurion Sunday League 1 for June. It seems that you've had a bit of a good round today. As the winner today, tell us a little about your round.
Finally, second hole wasn't the greatest, stroke one, ring that one, but just played a strategic game. As a coach, Tyron says from Glendower, says just play strategic golf. And that's how it was.
That's great. And then there was a little bit of rain that we had today. Did that affect you anyway, or did it just seem to just carry on?
Not really, to be honest. It wasn't too bad. It was actually a different experience. I never played golf in the rain, so it was actually quite exciting.
Jock, almost in the dark, but we finished. You are tied first, losing out on the count out. How'd the game go?
It was a bit of a challenge. We had 4 seasons in one day today. We started with a lot of wind, and then we had some rain, and then the sun came out. So it was the first 9. Made some stupid mistakes. 2 holes where it's the first time playing here, so club selection wasn't the right club that I chose. But the second 9 played a lot better. Lovely course. I really enjoyed it, and looking forward to the next game.
Lekker. So obviously this is your 5th game in Duckhook. How did the stats go?
It's fifth game with Duckhook. I had a 3rd, a 4th, and now losing out 2nd, losing out on the countdown. So hopefully the first win is just around the corner.
Very happy with today. I haven't played golf in 3.5 months because of the injury, so I'm just happy to be back. I didn't expect any good golf today. Just took it easy, and something went right.
Yeah?
I played well, yeah.
And you obviously had a singles game which you won 2 and 1? One up.
Yeah, 1 up. Was 2 down with 3 to play. Finished birdie. So that always helps.
And then suddenly in the top 3. Top 5, sorry.
In the top 5 all of a sudden, yeah.
Okay guys, very interesting. Mark, -1, top 5. How did the game go?
Today my game was beautiful. First time he's played Centurion in his life. Driver in all the fairways. Driver was and his putting was on fire today.
Perfect. You had a singles game as well today. How did that go?
The singles game with Rowan. Played the back 9 first. First hole, I was 1 down. After returned, I was 3 up. So after returned, we played the front 9. And I ended up losing the match by 1 down. And well done to Graham for making 3 birdies on the last 3 holes to win the match.
We threw you back up.
Beautiful game.
Well done though. Keep it up. Thank you.
Beautiful, love it. Well done, Mark.
Yeah,
So nice to see. So nice to have you part of the league. You bring something different. The one thing that Wayne didn't translate is after Graham made his 3 birdies, there was something in the line master. But it came. Wayne missed it. Mooi man. Graham, you normally play well at Centurion. I think you almost lost. You lost out to Donny not too long ago. So maybe it's the track you like. Yeah. Okay. Let's go through the other little things. What is it? Here we go. The pins on the day. These are the pins on the day.
Yeah, par 4 first. We've got the Golf Concepts voucher. Granville Williams winning that one. Six and Towel, George Hunter. Golfer 8, Hydro Sport with Brandon Venter. That's a par 3 12. And then a par 3 14, getting the monkey shoulder. Peter Zach, he was very ecstatic to get that one though.
I can see Peter sitting there sipping his glass of monkey
Not sharing.
every evening.
Buffalo
He's probably sipping it while he's watching us. Are you? Yes, Peter, are you? Football Alliance winners. Here we go. Big scores here. Minus 24. It would help when you've got a
Lucky
Graham in
Glenn.
your team and a Mark in your team. They both finished in the top 5, so that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Couple of 7-pointers there, Mazzo, which is some great scoring there, man.
Yeah. Look at how many sixes there are.
Nice.
Sure.
Yes, that's crazy. And even that 2-pointer on a 10th. I mean, that's not a difficult hole, though.
Yeah, what happened there? And they still shot 96. Wow.
Yeah.
Graham, if you're watching, I think you were. What happened on the 10th? Obviously, nobody contributed there. And I assume that you finished on 7, 8, and 9, looking at the scores that you've got there. If you want to put this all into context and see how the others did, well, they got hammered. Because the next best was your four-ball, Carl, with Brandon Yaku, Kobus, Erasmus, and Leon Oosthuizen on 16 under. There's a nice 8-pointer there on the 15th. I'm assuming that you made your 4-pointer, Carl, and somebody else made a 4-pointer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I must also say, I think it was Jacobus' first Duckhook game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. How did it go for him?
I think he enjoyed it. Lots of swearing from my side every now and then, so he was a bit sharp, but I think he really enjoyed it. I think he'll definitely be back for some more.
Well, that's good. It's always
We're trying
nice
to convince him to come to the Classic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. There's your discount right there if you get that right. I was going to say, it's always nice to play your first game with the winner at the end of the day and a match play that is out of this world. So nice. I'm sure he will be back.
Apparently, according to Gerard, Peter doesn't even drink whiskey, so he must maar raffle it off.
Sis.
Big fine, huh?
Let's go back. Let's go back to the rest of them. 15 under, 13 under, 12 under, 8 under, 8 under. There we go, everybody. Nothing that really sticks out of that. If you want to know, now things change at the top of the Four-Ball Alliance leaders because Glenn Williams has found himself in another winning four-ball. So he moves with Ian Holtzhausen to 4 wins. Vote to Boston Cool is still there. Lukey Janssen on 3. Gary Mansfield. Francois, you're still there on 2. You still need to get one. And Shannon, there's a whole host of 2s, but I kind of just move the names around so that we can see more. So this is getting interesting. I don't even know if I got one. Flicky, have you got one? Surely you must have one.
I've got 1 or 2, maybe, yeah.
That's why you're on the list, I suppose.
Got one.
Yes. Well, after that one you have. Peter says, looking forward to the monkey shoulder. You see who is talking. Mark says, LOL. Graham says, 10th, we all made 1 point. Well done. Graham, Peter doesn't even drink whiskey. Well, you're wrong. Falsy, apparently. Mark also wants some. Okay, moving on to the best of the par 3s, everyone. Here's the best of the par 3s. A whole 3 guys on -2, making 10 points. That's not bad, Corbus Kruger, when you make a 0 on your first par 3, and you go on to still top the charts. Glenn Williams, there you are, topping the charts also. And Jacques Barnard, any one of our people. Carl, -1. That's not a bad effort. 9 points in the par 3s.
It's a shocker.
It's pretty good, I
I
think.
see Leon Oosthuizen came short again.
Just. Let's have a look at the par 4s. Here are the par 4s. Jason Ivans, taking it outright. Excuse me. Sure. Taking it outright on -3. There's that flying fish
There's
coming
Booby.
back for me. Booby Vasje, even. More
Nice at number 5.
with 3 1-pointers. That's still okay.
Yeah, it's rough. I tell you, it's wet and wild.
Francois Vasje.
Ja, ek's nie op die paar viers nie, nee.
Did you struggle much?
Yeah, I think the par 5s was a lot better for me, but yeah, the par 4s and 3s, yeah, I don't know. With the par 3s, I had a little bit of bad luck. But yeah, no, the par 4s, yeah, but the par 5s was nice.
Let's see if you feature on the par 5s. Yes, you do. -1, also with a 1-pointer. But Mark comes out on top on -3, 11 overall. Brandon, well done, Brandon. You're there with Graham de Villiers. Graham, I think Graham's featured on all of these. Carl, -2, well done. 3, 3, and a 0. That's not too bad. Imagine you made a 2-pointer there. Then you would have finished on 41 points. Nice, Jacomin. Frikkie, there you are. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
can
3.
you believe it, eh?
What happened on the first? Why did you suck on the first?
What happened on the first? In the water, on the
Left.
left. Yeah. And
In
then
the strumpy.
Into the
and
trees, right?
something
Yes.
is wrong with my shoulder, something like
You know that stream is far.
Monkey shoulder.
that. Yeah. And then, it was actually great. Then, I mean, the third shot, obviously, in the fairway. Fourth shot, probably about 3 meters away from my hole, and I sunk the putt. So, yeah. For 6 in the end. Oh, sorry, missed the putt and then sunk it for 6. Yeah. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's about it.
Right. Let me ask Bobby, what was your favorite hole in the day? What did you play the best?
You know which one? Frikkie, you were there. It's that 15th hole that we spoke about earlier. That that par 5. I hit the ball on the left fairway. There where Frikkie was. Remember that, Frikkie? And I says my drive, right? So I took a 3 iron and a 4 iron. I was 220 out. 4 iron. I fluffed that thing into the water. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to drop there. I'm dropping here again. Drop the ball. Hit it into the wind, 220, 2 meters from the pin, putt par. So drop shot par, that was my favorite hole.
Mooi. Let me ask you, on the 12th hole, was the fence in front of you again?
No,
Par
so it
5.
was
10,
to the
11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that one.
right, yeah.
Yes, I faded it blacker. It was going down, going around. I thought I was in the fairway. Got there, was in the bunker. So, man, I was like, okay, I'm going to lay it up. Took my 5 iron, hit it sweet out of there, hold my pose, walk down, there, bunker at the bottom, the bunker again. And then but it was raining then. So that's my excuse.
Blame the rain.
That's it.
Nico
leave it at
Kruger's
that.
asking, this is an X-rated question, Mazo, or that was. Bobby is keeping it family friendly. Well, Bobby is keeping
Am
it.
I?
I don't know, but it's not really a family show.
I haven't sweared once.
No, well, not to the
think so.
extent we know you can. Let's have a look at the hole ranks. Here are the hole ranks. The easiest hole in the day was the 13th, which is the one after the par 5, at 1.92. So almost 2 points average, not too bad. And the second easiest hole was the second. How? Double strokes, must be, because that's a stroke one, 1.78.
Yeah.
The hardest hole, well, Carl, you didn't add anything to the second hole because you made 0. So you've actually added to the minus 0.22 average difference there.
It's his fault.
The easiest hole, the hardest hole, was the 12th at par 5, funny enough. An average of 1 point, gentlemen. That is not good.
Yeah, Mazza, so that 12, for instance, you asked about that fence. So the fence is not in play. They've actually moved it back to the left. But the right-hand side is totally just after the bunker. It's out of bounds. So, I mean,
Yes, they moved out of bounds, yes.
Yeah, so it's...
Leon is very upset about that.
So, it makes sense that it was the most difficult one, yeah.
They might as well left the fence in front of you then if you all played so cocky.
I actually think that the fence, mentally blocked you to go that far, right? So, but yeah, anyway, so... Yeah.
Okay. You want to see what Sunday 1 standings look like now?
Yes, please. Yes,
Shall
please.
we show you? Here it is. Shannon Schaefer has now taken top spot, but he's tied with Clint Brutus. The reason he's on top there and bigger than the rest
I think if Clint finished, he would have been number 1. Just by the way, I'm just saying it.
That's his
because he's like, I'm out, guys.
That would explain the 206 points to 192 total points. So if Clint wanted to win, he could have thrown his season, the title away, right, by doing that. 178 tied first. Bobby, look at you. You've gone up from 4th. You've gone 1 place, and you're within striking distance, which is 6 points, which is not quite striking distance.
The Cobra can strike, Papa.
It's there. Gerard de Bruto also missed out, unfortunately, on the day. So he can't make many more mistakes. Martin Tata jumps up from 9th to 5th on 167 points. Fraggy, you don't move. 166.
I will next week, don't worry. Oh, next month, sorry.
On the course.
Yes, correct. Yes, I'll walk a little bit.
Brandon's made a nice move. He's gone from 9th to 9th.
Great.
Great move.
And my man, Jacket Jacobs.
Jacobs, JJ, is now from...
9th, it's tied 11th probably.
No, it's tied 9th, so that little typo is there. So that's how it all stands going into July. this is the halfway point of the season, everyone, because after this there's 5 left. So then it
Yeah.
gets interesting because every game counts, and we're all trying to get into the shootout team. Don't forget.
Yeah.
So it should be fun to see how this all unfolds. Yeah, somebody better pick me. Wild card. There's plenty of wild cards. Somebody better pick me. But I haven't missed a Thursday, so let's try again the top 10 on a Thursday. Yes, and then as I said, I will send out the Sunday 1 qualifying for Ibotsi and start confirming people because we need to get that going. It's always easier when we know. And if I do me a favor, if I post and say if you can't make it, let me know. Let me know. Because then what happens is then I send you a confirmation and then you tell me, oh no, I can't make it. Then I could have just not sent you the confirmation and moved down the list, if you know what I mean. So if you can't, when I send this thing out, just let me know. But it's coming, and that's good because that is a big prize. That prize, let's not forget, is a trip to, where is it? This guy, the Classic, for free, valued at almost 7,000 Rand. So if you get yourself into the field for the Open and you manage to win, you can experience awesomeness. Do I still have it? Yes. This one.
Just keep 'em running like you do. Still gonna overtake you. I'm all fired up, got something new. Nobody's gonna save you. Underdog, I'm breaking free. Thought I was nothing, but now you say
Who will be the king of it? We all will be the king of it for sure. Let me just go around asking quickly. Fricky's obviously coming. Carl, are you coming?
Oh yeah, paid my deposit.
Moy,
Sure,
you won't miss it. Francois, are you coming?
Yes, yeah, no, I'll be there 100%.
And Bobby's coming if he wins the Open.
That's it.
Mark, if you're reading these subtitles, are you coming? I don't know. Is he coming? Otherwise,
No, as far as I know.
otherwise
But
we,
we
need to
will
make, we need to make a plan for Mark, and we need to get him there because I think he will love it.
I
For
agree,
sure.
100%.
We
He
will
must
love
just win.
it.
See what?
He must
will love
win.
it.
Yeah. Are we ready for a team clash, boys?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Here we go. Okay, so as you know, it's coming up this week. Well, on Sunday. This is how it looks. It's at Benoni, 36 holes, ranking points 300 for the losers. So it's big points. Sorry, for the winners. Losers 120. AM is scramble drive. PM is alternate shot. We'll break it down now. So what had happened is everybody who had entered, we had put them in teams. If you want to know why you're not in your exact team, is because at some point we had to close, like we had to allocate people. So we allocated Pretoria Joburg, and then for the guys who came later, we kind of needed to keep the field even and consider people who are playing with each other, and right. So that's how Pretoria and Joburg came about. Then the captains were chosen because they were leading at their league at that point in time. So Francois was leading Sunday 2, Joe's league, and Bobby at that time was leading Sunday 1. Who are playing? Yeah, who had entered. So then we got them together and I said, all right, here's your groups. Everybody's on your WhatsApp group. Work out the pairings. They worked out the pairings. And then the guys have the pairings. And now they're going to choose or tell you who their pairings are to go one at a time. So we're going to start with Bobby. Bobby.
Okay.
Who? Well, there's eight falls. There's 32 of us. So it's 16 versus 16. Bobby, give us your first pairing.
Okay, you ready for this? It's a big
I'm ready. Let's see, and I want to know why.
Some strings. Okay, it's Brandon Grace and Gary Player.
Brandon Grace and Gary Player. Okay.
Okay.
Very nice. I like that.
Oh, then.
Reading in between the lines, it's Brandon Fenter and Gary Mansfield. Francois,
Yes.
your first pairing is?
I'm going with Sunday's winner at Centurion, so it will be Carl and Ricky.
Carl and Ricky off together. And with some magic, this is what it looks like. Brandon Fenter, Gary Mansfield, Kyle Davido, and Ricky Pereira will be taking each other on in the AM field. If you wonder why I say that, is because if you don't know, we're swapping PM, so we don't have to stare at the same people for 36 holes and make it interesting. So, like the shootouts, you come in and then you do a little swap four balls. We'll show you how that all unfolds, but it's all AM first. Okay, match 2. Let's go match 2.
Ready.
Frans,
Okay, I've got Leon Van Earth. And,
Leon Van Earth?
Yep. And Clinton Ackerman.
Clinton Ackerman, first time playing. So he's Leon's mate. Francois, they taking on?
We're going for Deerwald and Leonard.
Deerwald
That's
and
a mistake.
Leonard. Here we go. Oh, look. Somehow they've all landed up in the same four ball. Leon van Orde, Clinton Ackerman, Deerwald van Rensburg, and Leon Duplissard will be taking each other on. Nice. It'll be interesting to see how that all unfolds. Right, match 3.
So I just want to quickly help you guys out. It's Clayton, huh? Not Clinton. Clayton, eh?
Clayton.
Got it, Clayton.
Go,
Okay, the next batch. I've got my double Ds. Dale Moore and Dean Armstrong.
Nice. Dale plays, has his trade on the Thursday League, and Dean Armstrong is his friend and hasn't played Duckhook before. Francois?
So, and for us at third place, it's Ian and Martin.
Ian and Martin. Here we go. Is this right? Ian and Martin will take on Dale and Dean. Jose. Dean.
I must be honest, I picked Dean Armstrong a bit bigger, eh?
I am hoping that's not a photo from 10 years ago. And he rocks up with a barkie and alles. And we were like, yo, that's not the same ook. Okay, well done. Let me just see what's happening here. Dewald says, nee man, nou speel ons teen Pretoria mense. Yeah.
That's it, that's all right.
Well, you got to play, at least you get to play them so you can have bragging rights. Martin, alternate shots will be fun. Looking forward to it. Yes, it will for sure. And Jay's a great fun. Does the losing team get a fine? Of course they get a fine. Right, moving on. Match 4. Go.
Match 4. Okay, I'm going to say the names and I'm going to say the team they're taking on. Is that fine? Because I have to say it.
Do it.
All right. So it's Ryan Jensen and moi taking on the Deaf Tigers.
There we have it.
That's them.
Ryan and Bobby versus Wayne and Mark. That should be fun.
I like that photo. Looks so smart.
Yeah, you look like 5 years ago. That's what you look like.
Yes, yeah.
Every photo I have of you subsequently is you with a trophy, which doesn't help me. Match 5.
It's only 2.
Let Francois start with match 5. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yes, so match 5, we have Stephen and George.
Monkey shoulder.
And they're taking it on, Bobby?
They're taking on Shandon, my boy, and Karel van der Meulen.
Yes, I'm glad these are all
That's
right.
them.
Jose, so this is the matchup for the AM. Scramble drive. Let's look at match 6.
So match 6, we have our host, Maz with Lukey.
Me and Lukey taking it on. It's going to be a nice day with Lukey. Bobby?
Yes, and then we decided, no, hell, Maz can't have a great day, so we put in Frikkie and now Gerard Sneeman.
Yeah, baby. Watch this space.
That's it.
There it is. So somehow we've landed up playing each other again.
Yeah.
Good luck to us. Like I said,
yes.
The good thing there's a swap of 4 balls, so I don't have to play with you all day, Frikkie.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Thank goodness you're playing Frikkie. Yeah.
Match 7.
So match 7, we have Frank and Gregory.
Frank and Gregory, new to Duckhook this season, playing in the Sunday 2. Go for it.
We're keeping it in the family, Rudolf and Hansi. Come on.
Jose, Rudolf Hansi.
I say.
Taking on Frank Wilson and Gregory Coles. Look how excited Frank and Gregory look.
Yes, yeah, lovely shirts though, eh? I must be honest, eh?
No, they're great guys. I haven't played with them yet, but they're very, very happy
Lekker
bunch of dudes at afterwards. Match 8, final one.
It will be me and Andre. We're looking forward to seeing off last and seeing how all the Josie points come in before we end.
Okay. Bobby?
Well, I've got a short story for you. It's going to
Yes.
be Leon Oosthuizen and Jaco Jacobs.
Sure. I'm
That was
not
a lucky
surprised
game.
Leon and Jaco Jacobs are playing
It's
together.
going to be a
Yes.
fun football.
And there you go. Mooi. So
You're
that's
not
how it
going to
all came
smile
out.
that much.
So let's have a look at what the actual field. We start early. It's going to be cold. Yes, we understand. Let me just come out. For those people who just said, why must
still
we
gonna be
start so
dark.
early? There's a reason for it. The reason is we need to go first so that we can go first in the PM. Because if we have to play alternate shots in the middle of a PM field, it's going to be a nightmare. So we want to go first in PM. So alternate shots go bang, 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 bang. It's basically two people playing and we can get finished. If we have people in front of us, it's going to take forever. So we have to sacrifice and play earlier in the AM
Makes sense.
to be in front of the field. Because
Correct.
we had this discussion, said, should we move it, should we not? And then we're like, no, let's not be silly. Right, let's go back to it. Just to confirm, Brandon Gary playing Ricky Pereira and Carl Davido. Carl, you're going to be awake at 6:43.
We hope not.
Yeah, I might have to ask my mate if I can sleep over.
Yeah.
He's around the corner from the golf course.
Leon Clayton's
Okay.
taking on Deerwald, and Leonard Dale Dean taking on Ian and Martin. Ryan and Bobby, Wayne and Mark, Shannon, Carl, Steve, George, and we go all the way down until the last tee off at 7:30. Now, you must be wondering, how do we switch them? Well, we can only switch them with one, so that Forball 1 arrives at halfway. Get your halfway. Wait for Forball 2 arrive. We might even need to get them there halfway, right? So that they can come get the food and move on. We can't really wait, so it's got to be go, 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 right?
Yeah.
So we're going to switch. So what I've done is the first two of Pretoria, I switched, and then the 3 and 4 of Joburg, I switched, and then 5 and 6 of Pretoria, I switched, and then 7 and 8. So everybody kind of, and hopefully this works out. Are you ready for PM Field? Starting at 11:30. So Leon from Arda and Clayton move forward to play Ricky Pereira and Carl Davido. Brendan Fenter moved back with Gary Mansfield to play Deerwald and Leonard. And then if you look, Dale and Dean stay, and Ryan and Bobby stay. But Dale and Dean will now play Wayne and Mark, and Ian Holzhausen and Martin will play Ryan and Bobby.
Driving competition.
And then Frikkie and Gerard come forward to play Steve Saunders and George Hunter, and then swap with Shandon and Carl to play myself and Lukey. So it's going to be interesting to see Carl and Lukey going up against each other. And then Rudolph and Hansi, you stay there, and Francois, you move forward. So you're not going to be finishing, but you will be ready to high five Frank and Gregory when we win the Josie side of things. So does this all make sense? This will all be sent out to the groups.
It sounds
and
great.
off we go. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, how much time we got left? 2 minutes.
10.
Nitty gritties. We've got to get there early. It would be
Yes.
great if everybody is there beforehand, so we can maybe do some team photos, of the teams.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Let's see if we can manage. So see if the captain's here for your groups, if we can get everyone there on time. That's the trophy we're playing for, right?
That's
Then-
prachtig. Hè? Kyk hierso.
Dankie.
Carl,
Yeah.
how does the scramble drives work?
Yes.
Scrambled
Are you asking me what?
I'm asking Carl how the scramble drives
Yeah,
work.
you're asking me. I would assume that
you won't
you
forget.
pick the best drive.
Correct, right? Do you do it on all 18 holes?
No, not the
Correct.
par threes.
Correct. Okay. So what I'm getting to is you, Carl, have 7 shots, 7 drives that you need to pick. It's compulsory that you choose 7 of your drives, and it's compulsory to choose 7 of Ricky's drives. So now you have to be strategic about this, because if you don't really want to leave your partner having to hit 4 of the last 4 drives. So you might both be in the shit, but you got to choose the one that's less in the shit, if you know what I'm saying.
Correct.
Who's keeping track of this?
Oh, so
The 4 ball.
we have to choose before we hit?
No.
Yeah.
Which or we hit and then we choose?
No.
You hit and then you
Yes.
choose. So if you both smoke it down the middle, right, and you know that you are more likely not to smoke it down the middle more often, you take yours first, right? Because the second drive you hit, you might hit into trees, then hopefully you can take Ricky's. But as long as you have 7 each, so in your 4-ball, you must all be watching this. This actually becomes quite a strategic thing at the end of this, at the day, because maybe you really hope that the longer driver is hitting it into the par 5s and you're taking that ball, for instance. If you will get to a stage, for instance, if you get to the last hole and you have to take Ricky's drive, you don't even have to tee it up. You just wait for him to hit it because you can't take your ball anywhere.
Correct. And it
Par
becomes
3.
daunting because we
You
had
mark
it
it on
in
the
and it's
card.
crazy.
The par 3s is as you all play your own ball on the par 3s. Right, then we move to alternative shots. Just to remind everybody, this is what they do in the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup. If Fricky and myself are playing together, I hit the drive, Fricky hits a second. If he hits it on the green, I hit the putt. We make birdie. Or if I miss, he has to hit the next putt.
Yeah.
Right, but he needs to drive off the next hole. It's not me again.
Yeah. So
If I tee off the first, you have to tee off the second. So it doesn't matter how many alternate shots within it, you still got to tee off the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the best to choose
alternate start.
when you start,
Okay.
take even numbers and the other one plays the uneven numbers, for instance, and then you know
Correct.
that's how it ends up.
And you got to be very careful, because if you go out of, like, say if I putt it and then it's tap in distance and I go and tap it in, that's actually a loss of a point because we play it out of order.
So is the penalty shot or what happens?
Well, you like the way the other oaks do it, you'll lose it, that hole, because you played out of order. So just be careful. Yes, we are nice, so if it's like a tap in like this and whatever, fine. But if the wrong oak's hitting the wrong iron shot into the green, like say for you duff it and then you forget and then you hit the next one, that is a problem, because now you're out of whack.
Yeah.
So what happens?
It's a loss of hole. I mean, strictly speaking, that's how it is.
Cocked it up.
Depending on what your forward is going to say, but yeah, it should be a loss of hole.
So what do you write in the app? It's a score.
I don't think the app is going to be catered.
The app, round 1, will have, because it doesn't matter, we'll have points. Round 2, it can't do it, right? So we will be a surprise. So afterwards, we'll come in, get all the scores, because there's only 8 of them, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then we will announce who the winners are. So the second round is a surprise, because we can't merge them with 2 different formats. It's just not possible. Okay, let me go to the chat line, because I see there's a lot of things. Martin, with team picks, I'll leave at 4 a.m. to be on time. Good man. You see, setting the example. Leon van Aarde, Bobby Focus Cappy. Hansi, just confirm how the handicaps are calculated. Fricky, this is straightforward. Go.
Yeah. So we decided to take the 2 handicaps divided by 2. So if you're a 1 and a 30, 31 divided by 2, whatever that is. Great.
If you think it's, oh my word, but just think about it this way. Let's have an example. Say Fricky is playing off a 6 and Gerard's playing off a 20. I don't know. That's 26 divided by 2, which is 13. Right. You might say, but Fricky's now got 30. He's got more shots. But he might be playing his, Gerard might not hit a good drive or far. So Fricky's got a 200-meter approach into the par 3. So it disadvantages the whole thing. So it will work out in the end.
Yeah.
Right. Myself and Lukey are kind of the same handicap, probably about 13, 14, 15. So we pretty much playing off our own handicap there. Kyle, you're going to be playing with Ricky. Ricky's going to be a 40 most likely, and you're going to be a 20. So you got 60. So you got 30 shots. So if you don't win that point, then I know.
That 8.5 points to go there, and we got it.
Brian says, not if you drive as fast as your swing. I don't know who that is about. Deerwold says, Mark and Wayne, can nie tell nie. Sorry. Bring my clickers. Martin says, true alternative shots. Martin says, keep playing the same ball from the tee, or can we swap if we place, for example?
Same ball.
Why do you want to be complicated?
Same ball.
Ball. Just same ball. Same ball. Make it easy.
Medical people, eh?
Strixon ball.
If you're all playing Strixon golf balls, it don't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
And then Peter says, "I, Bobby."
I'm not, because I didn't get mine on Sunday.
Okay. Yes.
You'll get yours on Sunday.
Can remember, Wayne, when you're coming to the team clash, you're watching. I think you're watching. Bring Kyle's stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Please.
Okay.
Can you hear your ears? It's bleeding already, man. Come on.
Yeah. Right. So that is it from me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Something new. It's the first time, and hopefully we can grow in it. Yeah. And then after that, it's Blue Valley, as I said, and then it's our run into the major. And then the classic is starting slowly to come together. And then we slowly start shifting our focus to the classic. Cannot wait. Last words, everyone, all around from you guys or the chat line.
Yeah, lekker boys. Looking forward to this team clash. We've worked hard to try and make this memorable for you guys. So hopefully it is. And enjoy it.
Kyle? Campione.
Yeah, someone just phoned me at 5 o'clock in the morning, please.
Yeah. Who's your captain? Captain, phone him. Captain, I'm going to give this opportunity for you to spur on your team.
All I say is 8.5 points. We got it. This is our one. I've got the best team. I know it. Sorry on Frikkie. But Josie all the way. So yeah, I'm very excited for Sunday. I can't wait. I love team games. So yeah.
Bobby.
You see where that trophy is. Look at that. And I've only got 2 words. No, it's not. And I've only got one lekker big word for you guys.
Waking up, everybody. I just want to remind you that this is happening next week. Tanny and myself are taking on Calvin Durant and Martin Tata on Wednesday at Woodmead. So glued to see what happens. We'll tell you the result, but there will be a video for the following time. Okay. Happy days. Have a nice evening. See ya later.